Yep.
Thank you. Senator Thune.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Commissioner, nice to have you here. Welcome. Since last year's IRS data breach or leak of private taxpayer information in which the left-leaning ProPublica went out on to publicize confidential taxpayer details, there's been no meaningful follow-up from the administration. In your March 8th response letter to finance Republicans, you pointed to Secretary Yellen's testimony that said the Department of Treasury, the Office of the Inspector General, the FBI, and the Department of Justice are conducting independent investigations into this matter. This apparent leak or hack of private taxpayer information is a serious breach of trust between taxpayers and their government, and it is simply inexcusable that the administration hasn't provided any accountability. So my question is, Commissioner, because I think it's a fundamental one, and that is when taxpayers' private information is stolen from the IRS and then shared by a partisan media outlet, how do you think that impacts trust in the agency?
I don't believe it's been indicated that it was actually stolen from the IRS. I don't think there's been anything on that. TIGTA, Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, is the authority as to IRS that has the jurisdiction. So the investigation, and they announced that there's an investigation, so there would be the people to talk to. Hypothetically, any data breach, I think, causes significant reputational risk at a minimum for the U.S. government and specifically the Internal Revenue Service on a go-forward basis. We need to protect, we need to confirm to people that the information that they give us is safe and that they're required to give us is safe. And security of taxpayer information is among the highest priorities, not only of myself, but I think any commissioner who's been here and any commissioner who will follow me.
I'm glad to hear you say that. And so as a follow-up, when do you expect, based on what you just said, the administration to provide accountability regarding the unauthorized disclosure of taxpayer information?
I can speak generally that as most people, I get frustrated when investigations go on without public acknowledgement of what's there. You know, the timing isn't helpful for maybe an agency to say what did or didn't happen and to rebuild the trust, but we don't control the timeline of Treasury Inspector General.
I would hope that you would urge them to complete it in as quick a way as possible, as thorough a way as possible, but obviously so there is some accountability. I hear from a lot of South Dakotans who are frustrated with the IRS. Many are reaching out to my office as their returns are over 6 months behind. Not only are they frustrated with the delay, but with the lack of assistance, as it feels impossible sometimes to reach an IRS representative. When can taxpayers who are still waiting on their 2020 and 2021 tax returns expect to receive a completed return?
We have 2.7 million paper returns that were filed in calendar year 21 in inventory. We have 2.3 paper returns filed in 22 that are in inventory. Those are not necessarily dated because that's our current system. The outdated clearly are the ones that we received in 21, and these are paper returns that are being processed. The over 95, 98% of electronically filed returns are being processed quickly, timely. Within 21 days, people who are entitled to a refund get the refund. The ones that fall out, statistic I gave earlier, they can fall out for a variety of reasons. You know, typically it's a non-matching of two economic impact payments don't add up or something like that, a math error. They fall into our error resolution service. Last year at this time, we had 7.7 million returns in error resolution service. Today, we have 741,000, so less than 10% there. A lot of the statistics that I could go through, you know, I won't necessarily belabor our time, but a lot of the statistics confirm that our decisions that we've been making in the last 6 to 8 months are correct and accurate, and that we're trending in the right direction. And I will also say we have tried innovative, creative things that were never tried by this agency before. It's a very risk-averse agency. We did not assume risk to get here, but we took really educated moves to put us there. And I'll be the first to say that every suggestion, I'll put it on myself, of how we can get through this did not work as intended. And so we had to come back. But I will say that to the extent that that occurred, it was with the intent to get this right, and to get it right quickly. And so the effort and desire really was there. We get the importance of getting, and appreciate it, of getting refunds out to individuals as quickly and as accurately as possible.
Well, and I appreciate your attention on clearing the backlog and urge you to prioritize improving customer service. As you know, the timely, as you mentioned, processing of returns and the ability to talk with an IRS representative are cornerstones to good tax administration. And many taxpayers are trying in good faith to comply with the tax laws, and they deserve a responsive IRS. So keep pressing in that area, because I think it's critical, as we talked about earlier, along with the other issue of the leaks of information, to establish that trust of the American people, and having a responsive tax collection service is key to that. So my time has expired. Thank you.
Senator Hassan.
Thank you. I want to thank the chair and ranking member for this hearing, and Commissioner, thank you for being here.